Part 6. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting title. BWV 478. Okay, let's see. Oh? Your mission this time. Yeah, this definitely feels like it's going to be illusion. I feel like maybe the tree has to do with illusion since we're doing a new chapter. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel about it. Usually with illusions, I'm just like, eh. Like, I don't really care, but now I'm starting to, like, get worried, to be honest. Oh, that woman out there died. She... Who died? What? Why? It had to be you. Tangled whispers and fractured visions tear through the quiet of her mind. Huh? The deviation level is rising? The young woman jolts awake, fragments of her irretrievable dream still lingering in her mind. Time to drag myself to work. Okay, that's awkward. An awkward tension hangs over the trio as they meet again, a lingering residue from their decidedly unsuccessful dinner the night before. Yeah, that's... My goodness. I was planning to stop by Jack's restaurant today, but the psychologist got me worried. So here's my thought. You go check on the psychologist. We'll handle the restaurant. We'll all meet back here afterward. Sorted. After Moore leaves, Teddy turns to Monu. What's got you so tense? I'm thinking about those writing machines. You're getting a little obsessed with them, you know that? I'm just concerned about Lucien's safety. Then let's stop worrying and start finding the culprit. We'll begin at the restaurant. John's clinic occupies the top floor of an unremarkable high-rise, one of hundreds of identical buildings that form Elysium's generic skyline. As Moore steps into the reception area, a woman dressed in corporate attire emerges from the inner office. Her eyes briefly meet Moore's before she brushes past him. Following closely behind her is John. According to my schedule, I don't have any more appointments today. I'm Inspector Moore with the Crime Investigation Bureau, badge number 8026. This is my ID. Moore presents his badge, which bears the Bureau's emblem. I need to ask you some questions about one of your patients. Please, come in. We can talk inside. John opens the door and steps aside, granting Moore an entry. The office is a study in minimalist elegance, black, white, and gray, with a hint of deep emerald. A wooden desk anchors the room before towering windows, while two low-profile leather sofas sit across the dark green strip wool carpet. A floor-to-ceiling bookcase, complete with a sliding ladder, dominates one wall. The faint, refreshing scent of a desk side candle permeates the air, completing the curated atmosphere. This is a nice office. Thank you. The environment is designed to help my patients maintain a comfortable state of mind. That fragrance is quite special. Is this citrus? I made it myself. It's a personal hobby, but also integrates with my professional practice. This is just a guess, like a theory, obviously, because I haven't made that far in. But I'm guessing maybe John and Monu might be working together, because this is obviously going to be an, I don't know, like an illusion, like illuminated, like world, like, you know, it's a fake world, which is kind of obviously similar to like with Live and something like that, kind of with delusion, stuff, you know, fake. There obviously has to be like two like people that is working together, so that's what I'm guessing, but obviously it could be wrong. So that counts as part of your work. As I said, it helps my patients maintain a comfortable state of mind. They move to the ruin center. Moore's gaze sweeps the bookshelf, cataloging the titles in a single practice glance. Cognitive behavioral therapy, existential psychotherapy, and introduction to self-reconstruction. The entire collection is psychology related. It's expected in a psychologist's office. Please, have a seat. He gestures toward a sofa clearly meant for visitors, the kind where patients typically wait. Moore studies it, his brow knitting in a faint frown. I'm not your patient. I am aware, but it makes a little difference. Well, no? Well, maybe? I don't know. But it makes a little difference? What do you mean? Yeah, like, honestly, there's a difference between visitor and patient, so... You must be aware that there are many schools of thought in psychology. Jung, Maslow, Piaget, Freud, constructivism, behaviorism, gestotism. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of terms. And I adhere to certain principles of my own. One is my belief that every person in society, even the most normal, suffers from some degree of mental illness. Then I guess no one is truly healthy. Oh my god, this... I don't know. John gets a slight smile, neither confirming nor denying. Let's get back to wine here. As you wish. Do you know a man named Jack? 34 years old, male, owner of the Timeless Feast. Yes, I know him. There's only one Jack among my patients. However, I cannot disclose his details. Both my professional ethics and the law prohibit it. Jack is dead. He doesn't seem particularly surprised. Now, both professionally and legally, you have an obligation to give me that information. Have a seat, Inspector. I will retrieve his file for you. He makes it 2 steps toward his desk before stopping short, turning back to Moore. I expect you will need some time to review it. Moore complies, settling into the sofa. I don't know why he's giving me a little bit of creeps. My goodness. John unlocks the password-protected cabinet and, with practice efficiency, extracts Jack's file from the rows of records. He hands it over and takes a seat on the opposite sofa. The file is surprisingly thin, containing records for only 5 consultations. Severe anxiety, blah blah blah. Okay, let me see. So it says severe anxiety accompanied by an intermittent unfamiliarity with reality. Also reports recurrent nightmares set in an unknown world. Anxiety disorder. Primary treatment would be... Oh my goodness. Okay, it says well. It's aware of the source of anxiety but avoids it, claiming it is fake. The immediate goal is to build trust and uncover what he is concealing. Oh? Okay, what's the other one? Oh, there's a second one? Okay. Describes otherworldly dreams and alter ego feeling more realistic. States verbatim, everything I have now is an illusion, and my other self is the real one. Primary treatment will be cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, same thing. Is there... Don't tell me. Oh, wow. Pathology is more profound than initially assessed, which requires a more intensive approach, helping to articulate these otherworldly memories and challenge their validity. Claim to help live in a conservation area in a post-apocalyptic reality. Yep, it's definitely. I feel like obviously for Pedos who caught up, it's pretty sure a lot of people will guess it's obviously fake. So. Deteriorated. Dang, he has a lot of records. This all of it? That's all. What's your take on this? On what specifically? On Jack. He was unwell. That isn't the entirety of it. That's it? John's eyebrows lift. A flicker of surprise giving way to a slow, knowing smile. He chuckles softly. The sound went unruffled. Okay, this music stopped, so now I'm a little bit scared now. Inspector, I could offer you a special discount. What are you? Every person in society, even the most normal, suffers from some degree of mental illness. Oh my god! He casually repeats his earlier statement. Just as you are now, aren't you also questioning the authenticity of your own reality? Is that a joke? A question for you. How did you arrive in Elysium? By boat, with my wife. How long have you been here? 3 years. And what was your occupation before you came? I was stationed at... John's face still bears the same composed smile. Oh my god, I'm Greek town. I swear, this one is a lot more, not gonna lie, and a little bit more creeped out than Whip's chapter. Because not gonna lie, it was kind of a little bit creepy because she was, I forgot her name already. Oh my goodness. She was the boss thing. She's kind of a spider thing. And like, you know, with the clones and everything that were trapped also. Oh my god. The piece refused to fit. A cold, formless dread begins to bloom. You crawl through your memories. Desperate for an answer. Wait, what? Please don't tell me that's us. Soldier. I was a soldier. Next question. Why did you choose to become an inspector? That's irrelevant to the case. I'm here to investigate. Did Jack behave unusually before his death? Very well, if you insist. There was one thing. During our fifth session, he mentioned he recently met someone who exhibited the symptoms similar to his own. The name, let me see. I believe it was a girl named called Norman. Oh my god, I know this back. I don't. She's someone you know, Inspector? I need more details. John shrugs, unbothered that Morton answers his question. According to Jack, he encountered a girl named near Mirage Street. That is all I know about the matter. A pity. I had intended to ask him for more details in our next session. I told you everything I know regarding Jack. You may take that document. And now, I'm afraid I must attend to other clients. I was under the impression your schedule was clear for the day. No more office appointments, but some clients prefer house calls. John pushes himself up from the sofa and walks to his desk, packing his briefcase with an air of finality. Moore, reading the clear signal, rises as well as in search for the door. If the investigation requires it, I'll be back with more questions. John freezes for a second. Of course, that's my obligation. Sus, oh goodness. One moment, Inspector. You never answered my question. Why did you choose to become an inspector? Moore turns the doorknob without looking back, to pursue the truth. The door closes, leaving John alone in the room. You should have been a journalist. Oh my god, he's so creepy. A faint, derisive breath escapes him, more shift in the air than a sound. Elysian, the timeless feast. The restaurant sits at the end of Oak Street. A palette deep black, softened only by orange ambient light, creates intimate pockets for conversation. Handwritten signage and a gentle flow of classical music are the final deliberate touches in an environment designed for those who wish to remain unseen. Come, sweet death. BWV 478. Batch. Is that supposed to be like a street address or something? Such a high-born lady's remark. Teddy ignores Munu. Using that piece here is just ironic. As the two enter, a server at the door approaches to greet them. Good day, ladies. Do you have a reservation? Inspector Munu, Elysian Crime Investigation Bureau, ID ED3. The Timeless Feast office. A plump man bosses in, mopping his brow with a handkerchief. I'm the manager here. How may I assist you? His eyes dart nervously toward Teddy, again and again, as he speaks. Huh? Jack is the owner of this restaurant, correct? He's been missing for days. Why wasn't a report filed? We were just as confused. But he is the owner, you know? The restaurant runs quite smoothly on its own. Even when he's here, he only drops in for inspections. He rarely handles the day-to-day. At first, we thought he was just taking a break. He's the boss, after all. It's not that unusual. It wasn't until today that we started to worry. We were actually discussing filing a report right before you arrived. What's your relationship with Jack? You don't talk? Well, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's quite good, actually, but strictly professional. We hardly ever interact outside of work. It's the same for all the staff. Jack treats everyone well, good pay and all, but he's careful about boundaries. Outside the restaurant, there's barely any contact. If I may ask, what happened to Jack? Okay, that's just sus that they didn't really, contact, but... He's dead. Okay, wow, just sport it out right away, okay. What? He pushes back as if struck, his cheeks trembling. A slick sheen of sweat instantly coats his brow. I don't know why they're playing this type of music when it's supposed to be like a serious topic, but like... Okay. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Next month's paychecks. No, wait, what happened to the restaurant now? What? Get a grip. Ah, right. Okay. Did he meet with anyone before he disappeared? Anything unusual? Yes. Didn't he meet with you, Inspector? The manager stares at Teddy. What? Wait, what? The pieces refused to fit. A cool formless uncertainty begins to bloom. When and where? The afternoon before he disappeared. I saw him meeting you here. Give me exact time. It should be around 4 in the afternoon. Oh my god, I started to hate clones. Thank goodness. That day, I remember you were at the bureau. Okay. Teddy doesn't even glance up. Her fingers are fluid blur over the holographic keyboard. We're pulling out the surveillance footage? A basic skill everyone should have in this day and age. And for the final syllable leads her lips. Of six surveillance feeds snap into existence from Teddy's terminal. Her fingers flit through the air, sliding the timeline forward to 3:59 p.m. You're not smart to do it a minute early. Okay. The time set begins its slow crawl. 1 minute, 2, 3. The air in the room grows dense and heavy, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Inspector. There. The surveillance footage shows Jack, the model citizen, in his sharp black suit, walking into the restaurant. His expression is distant, preoccupied, and beside him is nothing, just a searing of blur of corrupted pixels. Tss. What? So it's not? Huh? Another hacker in the mix. So what's next? Hackers? The ultimate showdown? It's in the central building, 25th floor, Crime Investigation Bureau. A humorous laugh escapes Moore's lips. His eyes walk on the screen. The fire in his gaze gutters, replaced by pure, uncomprehending bewilderment. I don't get it, Sane. I don't. The 3 inspectors reconvene at the Crime Investigation Bureau. They're separately exhausted. Now, it is time to compare notes. Join the club. So first it was Christina, and now we have a Norman. I don't understand what's happening, but I know one thing for sure. This is all aimed at you, Teddy. I really don't. The psychologist said Jack met Norman near Mirage Street, right? Whatever this Norman's real identity is, she's probably the next target. Agreed. On what grounds? Grounds? Since when do you tell jokes? Pop quiz. What's my name? More flinches at her question. His weight shifting awkwardly. Awkward! Manu and Teddy turn to him near unison. Their synchronized gaze. A silent twin demand of what is your problem? And hangs in the air. Moore offers no explanation, only averting his eyes. The other two dismiss it, feeling the reaction away as just one of Moore's explicable quirks. The first victim was Christina, the second was Jack, and now we have this Norman. Jack knew Norman, and I bet anything this Norman also knows Christina. I just think maybe we should take another look at those rioting machines. Teddy gives Manu a skeptical look. Didn't you already check that? You said there were no leads. Besides, these rioting machines are just the weapons. What matters is who's loading them. She's so sus, my god, it's so obvious. The real question is, how does Norman track down Jack? John. Teddy and Moore speak in perfect unison. Were John's patient records digitized? Yes, both digital and physical copies. She must have pulled Jack's information from the psychologist's database. A look of realization crosses Moore's face. She's the one who reported Jack's case. She's the reason he went into the sewers. So now, we just have to meet with this Norman. Sorry. The question is, how do we find her? Our last hacker, Christina, was a complete ghost. No resident records, bank cards, rent history, grocery purchases, surveillance footage, social connections, health insurance. On paper, she didn't exist. If we hadn't found her body, we'd never have known she was in Elysium. If modern society is an ocean, these hackers aren't fish. They're supernatural, tentacled creatures that bend the water itself. Wow. The truth crashes into more with the force of a tidal wave. The two women beside him are the very supernatural, tentacled creatures that bend the water itself. He just so carelessly described. Wow. Humans are social creatures. As long as she's living in a society, Julie traces a contact with her surroundings. We can't find her directly, but we can work backward from the invisible track to the invisible. More stairs, utterly bewildered. Don't tell me you're going to... That's right, you're staying to help me. Do I have a choice? No. Sorry, but I don't understand a word of what you just said. Manu's responds with the very voice of a woman at the end of her rope. Simply put, she's going to analyze the social activity data of everyone near Mirage Street to find the blank spot. By eliminating everyone else, whatever's left is our target. Will that actually work? It's worth a shot. Can't we just trace her on the city cameras around the restaurant? See where she came from? I tried it. She vanished around the corner. Okay, what can I do to help? Get me some black tea. Oh my goodness, black tea is just so bitter. Roger that, man. What about you? He turns to Manu. Latte with 2 sugar cubes. Oh, we're going. Oh, wow. Okay.